this beautiful sunny day in Berlin, I decided to briefly talk about a plugin that has recently made a comeback on my go-to plugins list. It's a device that has actually been around forever. It's a free device called IVGI2 by Klanghem. It's the little brother of a more complex distortion/saturation device from the same company. It's a really useful and versatile plugin that you can both put on the insert channels as well as on the master channel, which is actually the purpose the device was designed around. With it, you can achieve subtle results. You can actually notice a slightly sonic change even when you just slap it on a channel and don't mess with the knobs at all. But the fun begins, I believe, when you start increasing the drive knob in the context of a master channel or of a bass channel, so when more sounds come together. To give you a little bit of context, I will show you a beat that I recently made whose whole aesthetic and vibe 100% bases on the presence of IVGI2 on my master channel. But yeah, now I will get back to my laptop so I can break down the beat in depth. Alright, so that's how the beat sounds. This beat is pretty simple, there's not too much going on. I made the melody with Purity, got some chords here as well as a lead melody. I then have this vocal sample that Laru actually sent to me. On the second part I have a little sign pad which still comes from Purity. Most of the drums come from FL Studio stock packs. We got this percussion, this clave sound, this other percussion. I then have this click sound from a random pack. And from the same random pack, I have this Jug 808. I kinda got rid of the attack of it, increasing the sample start knob here. Originally it was sounding like this. And I got this incredibly weird EQ. The purpose of this mixing choice was to really enhance the low end of the bass in order to trigger our IVG plugin on the master. Before I was saying that the plugin can be used in a subtle way, but in this case I opted to go for more of an extreme result. I'm cranking up the drive knob quite a lot and I'm using this frequency response knob here to tell the plugin to specifically focus on the low frequency. On the master I have nothing but this plugin and just a fruity limiter which follows it. I'm using the limiter because IVG contributes to create a lot of peaks which I wanna control and tame down. Yeah, I will let you listen to the beat without IVG on. As I said before, this is quite of an extreme example. You may like it, you may not. At the end of the day, it's an artistic choice. In this case, I thought this super distorted, crunchy type of mix could match very good the soft melody that I came up with and create a cool contrast. As you may have noticed, I'm keeping my bass very low in terms of height. And if I didn't use IVG, it would be almost unhearable. Matter of fact, it's IVG itself, which nourished with extremely low frequencies, stimulates a saturation that affects all the other frequencies and creates this characteristic crunch. If you want to push further, I recommend layering your low frequencies with other types of sounds. At the same time, with IVG on the master, gradually increase the low frequency components of the mix until you achieve a result that you like, which is basically what I've done in these cases. I have this percussion roll, I have this sound effect, and then of course my bass. Altogether they sound like this. Later on I'm doing the same thing but layering my bass with the vocals that I got from Larua. and they sound like this. With IVG turned off, I know there are a lot of plugins that can serve this same purpose and that when put on the master deliver good results in terms of saturation. I tried quite a lot of them, but I still found that this little free device has a unique timbre to it. But yeah, what I suggest is to go and try that out yourself since it's free, and try to experiment with it, put it on individual channels, put it on bus channels, and put it on the master as I did. That's it for today's video. I hope you managed to learn something or at least got some inspiration out of it. In the description down below, there's a link to our website where we sell all of our drum kits, and we also have a subscription plan which for just €6 gets you all of the Imago Mary kits that we release on a monthly basis. With that being said, I will see you in the next video. Ciao!